It's been a little while since we last spoke about Austin Mcbroom and the type of antics he's been up to over on Snapchat. I feel like at first his act was pretty funny. No one really knew if he was being serious or not, and it didn't even matter. It was funny watching him make a fool out of himself, and we couldn't look away. Eventually the shock factor wore off, we all knew it was an act, it's all the same storylines, and things kind of became boring. Well, Austin must be trying to get his views back up because he just announced that he's doing his very own Snapchat exclusive dating show. What could possibly go wrong? It's a mess, so let's get into it. When Austin and Catherine announced their divorce at the beginning of the year, everyone who followed the Ace family wondered what Austin was going to do for a job. The Ace family was obviously a huge income stream for them over the last few years, and fans made it known that most of them were still tuning in only for Catherine. Everyone was asking her to make her own channel, whereas Austin was just coming out of his boxing era and a lot of viewers were over it. It became clear that Austin was gonna have to do something major to maintain his viewership after this divorce, and that's where Snapchat comes into play. Everyone was watching Austin's Snapchat, waiting to see what he was gonna do with his life post-divorce, and he noticed those views going up. He knew that if he showed himself as a complete mess, more people would watch, which ultimately meant more money. That's when the RV storyline came into play, going back to school, his Spanish teacher. Every day it seemed like these storylines were getting crazier and crazier, but that's the problem. The storylines quickly became old, we all knew it was acting, and there's only so many storylines and characters you can come up with every single day. Eventually, it felt like Austin was posting less and less until he announced he was taking a break. A few weeks ago, Austin posted an update to his Snapchat and said, "I'll be back real soon. Needed a little break. 3 birthday celebrations within 5 days, and Elle's birthday party this weekend. Always good to take a mental health break, especially from social media. You'll be laughing again soon. I love you." And he did take some time away. He didn't post anything on Snapchat for a few weeks, but it turns out he wasn't just taking a mental health break. He was actually working on a brand new show with Snapchat. He came back to Snap the other day to announce his new dating show.
You try to take care of his ass.
This is my new house?
Hell no.
Oh, come on, man. That's diaper booty.
Before we go inside, let me get one thing clear. It's no secret you've been dealing with a love crisis for about the last 6 months or so.
Yeah.
So, me and Z got together, partnered up with our friends at Snapchat, and with that combined, Austin Mcbroom now has his own dating show.
It sounds like this dating show is going to be one of those Snapchat exclusive shows, kind of like the one Nikita Dragon did a few years ago.
If you leave that, we can be dramatic. We can be dramatic too.
Nikita,
if you want to be dramatic, it's really not that serious.
I didn't even think Snap was still investing their time and money into these Snap shows anymore. I never heard about any of them actually being successful, but maybe the views are there for Austin, and they probably knew anything to do with dating after his divorce would get a lot of attention. They announced that they're holding a casting call for the show this weekend and explained a bit more about how everything is going to work.
In a week from now, underneath one roof, this roof, there'll be 16 different contestants doing what? All competing for your love. Now, how we're gonna find these 16 contestants? Me and the team are gonna host a casting. The casting is gonna be here in Los Angeles this Saturday, 2 p.m. Make sure you're here for your chance at love with Austin Mcbroom.
Hold up.
We're looking for all races. We're looking for all genders. We're looking for all shapes and sizes. We're talking little booties, but we can't forget about the big booties. Because we're talking 21 plus. And I know a lot of you guys out there, you watching this right now, like, what about my job? I can't leave my job 30 days. I got school. Okay? When you're here for those 30 days, you're going to be compensated for your time. So don't worry about that. And now speaking to my future winner out there, not only will you win Austin's love, but you're also going to leave with some hefty pockets because you get a cash prize.
Now, Austin also posted this to his Instagram, and the comments are a mess. Everyone is saying how embarrassing this is and how bad a dating show looks only like 6 months after announcing your divorce. Here's what people had to say. This is so embarrassing. I hope you find someone that will love you, Austin, but you still should have respect for Catherine because she is the mother of your 3 children. I would laugh if no one shows up. Just go get a 9 to 5, bro. Tell me you're desperate without telling me you're desperate for attention. But if we know anything about Austin, I think it's safe to say this whole dating show is just a joke. You can guarantee it isn't going to be anything like The Bachelor or anything more serious. It seems like he's doing it purely for entertainment and not so much for love, but still. I can see why people would find his actions here embarrassing, especially since he did have such a public relationship with Catherine. He put his whole family online. It just seems like a bad idea. Surely he could have done any other kind of show with Snapchat. It didn't have to be a dating show, but Snapchat probably knew that would be the thing to get the most views. Shortly before Austin announced his dating show, Catherine did post a quote on her Snap which said, "You can't replace a woman that gives you both wifey and best friend vibes. That is rare." So I guess we know how Catherine feels about this dating show. Ever since Austin started getting more and more attention on Snapchat, a lot of people assumed the whole divorce was just an act to help revive their careers. We all know the Ace family didn't have the best reputation, and that's putting it nicely. People saw them as scammers, some of their own fans were starting to turn on them, their views weren't what they once were. Things weren't looking good for them. But with this divorce, everything changed. People started to give Catherine a second chance and suddenly became a fan of her once Austin was out of the picture. Then we had Austin finding his own success with making a fool out of himself, he was getting deals with Snapchat, and now he's getting his own show. The divorce definitely helped both of their careers, which made a lot of people believe maybe it wasn't real. Speculation on the divorce being fake only grew during Mother's Day when Austin bought Catherine a gift and filmed it for his Snap.
Oh, symphony. Ooh, thank you. This is a perfume, huh?
Let me know if it smells good.
I like the name. Beautiful name.
I know you don't have this one.
Dang.
Oh, be careful
Oh my
now.
God.
Oh my lord. Oh, let me help you out. Oh my goodness. Here it is, right here. Here it is. Just your little thing came out.
Thank you. Hey, I'm gonna have to get you something for Father's Day too, huh?
You don't have to. It's okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I would
Okay.
obviously get you something for Father's Day.
So my mom's slogan was
Oh my
for her to
gosh.
find a man. Aunt Mo and Grandma was to keep their man. And so hopefully that can find you
Wow.
a man.
Thank you.
I got them.
You're so sweet.
Smells good?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Happy Mother's Day.
We had people writing, "They gotta be back low-key. Are they together or divorced?" People really think this divorce was real and not a social media stunt to revive them? Gullible. I personally just saw this as them co-parenting and probably trying to keep things as normal as possible for the kids. But it did give a lot of the Ace family fans false hope of them getting back together. I guess Catherine was getting a lot of messages about them possibly being together again or maybe one day getting back together, because she did end up addressing it on Snapchat. Someone asked her, "What's going on with you and Austin? Every time I see your stories together, I get a strong sense things are gonna realign for you both." But Catherine shut that down and she said, "We have 3 very young children that need both of their parents. I have strong boundaries and know that my actions affect my children, so I co-parent in the best way I can. And no, we will not be getting back together romantically. Please respect that." And I have to say, Catherine does seem to be the one who's much more mindful of what she shares when it comes to Austin. I feel like we very rarely ever see him on her Snap. She's probably keeping those moments offline and private to avoid speculation like that. But Austin, on the other hand, he almost uses Catherine to get clicks for his Snap. He didn't have to film her opening her Mother's Day gifts. He didn't have to record their interactions. It's giving how his brother Landon was constantly using his ex Shyla being pregnant for clickbait on his Snap. It's strange, and when it comes to Austin and Catherine and how they co-parent, it probably should be kept offline. From it fueling rumors of the whole thing being fake to giving their fans false hope of them maybe getting back together one day. It just doesn't seem worth it for maybe the few extra views it might bring him. But let me know what you guys think about everything. What do you think about Austin doing a dating show? Do you think it's a bad look so soon after getting divorced? Or do you think it's purely for entertainment and isn't that serious? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.